What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today in our Las Vegas Raiders franchise. We are headed into Week 6, going up against the Denver Broncos. I know I was supposed to stream this yesterday night, but I didn't, so yell at me. Please don't. We'll be back streaming this tomorrow night, so definitely want to watch this to the fullest. Until then, if you're going to, hop by the stream, which is twitch.tv/Jeromepkr, maybe follow, maybe subscribe here, because, subscribing on Twitch is a money thing. Here is just like a thank you very much thing. But, of course, we are now 2-3 going against the Broncos. We just got done beating the Chargers, not by a whole lot, but it's a team that shouldn't be losing as much as they do. I know their overall is lower. I'm not really sure why. They might have actually had some regressions and some retirements, actually. Some of their players are older. Some of their big players, actually, Bulaga and Corey Linsley and whatnot. But overall, a team that just doesn't play up to standard, yet we still barely won. So definitely a little worried going into next week. And then you have the Saints and Cardinals after. So this is a tough stretch. And we're already coming off of a tough stretch, just win-loss-wise. So, I'm headed to Week 6, but, really, we might be heading to depression. And then, once again, the Chargers right afterwards. We have a prospect spotlight, which is, cool and all that. But my prospects are just trying to win, I suppose. Denver 1-4, so it's really just a two-man race at this point. And we're barely men at this point. We're like the half of 2.5 men. I don't know. Okay, sure. But let's take a look at this prospect spotlight. Please be a corner. Please be a corner. It's Myles Durant, a defensive end, a position that we've probably been focusing too much here in Las Vegas lately. But I suppose Myles Durant, he seems smart. Take a look at his tape and see if he's a good fit. Okay, Myles Durant it is. He's a second to third round guy, 6'4", 267. We don't know a whole lot about him outside of that, but overall, I like the body, the framework, I suppose. Someone's going to cut that. Oh, he's 23. Always looking for a massive hit. Lowers, or loves to use a spin or to a counter move, or as a counter move. Relies on a swift arm move. Uses power, speed of power to bull rush blockers. Motor is always running hot. Often looks to rip the ball from runners. Avoids getting flagged. And as a 23-year-old, maybe avoiding getting drafted by the Raiders, which for him is avoiding, once again, depression. I don't know. It's a DN. I put him on the list, but realistically, I'm not really sure what we're looking for there. But let's take a look at the player of the week. Players of the week. Take a look at our roster and get into the game against Denver. Derwin James, of course, gets a player of the week. But did he get a win of the week? No, he did not. So suck it, Chargers. But obviously, the team might have some upgrades, and we didn't do our weekly strategy, so we should have some more upgrades after that even. McKenzie's played pretty well. Well, I wouldn't say pretty well, but compared to everyone else, he's pretty well. We need to get more out of Edwards or make a trade before the deadline to get a new wide receiver. I don't know, but of course, Kappa is injured for a significant amount of time. Again, 3 weeks to be exact. Simpson, the OG, the man himself, who has replaced the guards a lot over the last 2 seasons, is going to slide right into the starting role again. And then looking at the defensive side of things, we got to upgrade the linebackers. We got to get some new ones. It's kind of sad out here. We have 2 upgrades. Isaiah Johnson is one of them. Slot is always a great upgrade, especially for players that aren't really, towards one side. Oh my, that's just a good upgrade in general. But really aren't towards one side. His man coverage is a little bit higher, but not really crazy. That's Excel. He's good. He's really good. And then Henry Ruggs, the bigger the 2 names. Release is still the biggest need. I think we're going to go with physical. I think physical is a really good upgrade for release and catching in traffic, which are some of the biggest things we need for him. And didn't get that, but hey, +2 to catching, +2 to catch in traffic is very solid. If you can get a fast guy to get his catching up, you're kind of winning. I didn't say you are winning, kind of winning. Both teams wearing some classic AF Raiders. Who is that? Wrong side. Is he trying to get intel on the other team? Is that Bill Belichick in a freaking, NE coach in a Raiders uniform? Did we hire him for his surveillance abilities? But obviously both teams wearing some AFL Classic uniforms for this momentous occasion of 2 under 500 teams facing off for the probably 11th seed. What a disaster. But, of course, it could matter down the line. You just don't know how it's going to work out. We could win 10 straight. Broncos and Chargers could win 10 straight. The Chiefs lose a bunch. Maybe we're one of the teams that loses. Or the more realistic thing. What logo is that on the... Is that supposed to be a horse? That just looks like the Humane Society or the Animal Patrol, whatever they're called, needs to get in there and take those horses off, whoever is freaking raising them. That horse looked ill. Look at... What? Who designed that? Tim Burton? What actually is that? I don't even know, dude, but that just doesn't look professional. Now, that logo, hey, that was pretty sick. What are those helmet... Okay, we're gonna ignore that. But that's where they're gonna be after we play them. Hell yeah. Get the crowd into it. And don't get the crowd into it. We'll get our people that are in the crowd into it. We will kick off first, which is something we obviously never do. So, oh no, spooky scary. What's gonna happen? And that ball is gone. Bit of wind here, obviously. Legendary quarterback Peyton Manning chose this team for a reason. Getting that extra lift on the ball due to the low oxygen levels, right? I don't know. I'm not a, 6 touchdowns, 7 picks, 14-42 for Teddy Bridgewater. Kind of what you expect from him, but a little bit better in the touchdown to pick ratio. But that's why he gets to play us, to get that number looking better. Kind of, not wrong. As Clelin Ferrell is going to force the issue, and we almost just got destroyed. But Malui, who's been playing more and more snaps, I believe it was Malui, comes in there, makes a play, knocks out of Sutton's hands, who's obviously a guy we have to worry about. As Crosby's getting locked up underneath, he's going to probably take Hamler. I think that's Hamler, which, of course, unfortunately will be a first down. Avoiding disaster there, but still a play later. Regaining that disaster. Kwiatkowski trying to get out there, does a decent job, and oh, wow. Jaron Reed said, no more of this. You are going down. Javonte Williams, the youngster, 339, 3 touchdowns on the season. Okay last week. Overall, not really playing super well. Denver's O-line isn't that bad, so, they got to sort that run game out or something, because I don't think it's the O-line causing the issues. As like I just said, that was a giant hole, and he just doesn't get the first down. I've seen a giant hole. I've been with your mother. 3rd and 2, we're bringing, not pressure, but we're bringing everyone up, and there goes Javonte. Not a whole lot of room to work with, but the blocks are still pretty good, and once again, we are very slow off the ball, like 9 times out of 10. Unless your name's Clelin Ferrell, then, it's a different story. And they're really coming out with the run game early today. We got a couple of guys, oh my. And there goes Teddy throwing it away. I get you've been through some injuries in your life, but brain injury is added to the list? Oh, Lord, there goes Javonte and stiff-arming Trayvon Merrick for a gain of 15. Yeah, they are running at a very high rate right now, which is a little surprising because they're ranked like 20th in rush. So, I focused on the pass game in our practice, and there goes Clelin. Wasn't going to come at him from behind there. And there's a lot of clippable moments here. But, yeah, it looked like he was going to get away. Our guys were, not engaging him for some reason. And there goes Clelin. No, it's not. Uh-oh. Somebody tackle. Excuse me, pal. Do you mind? Yeah, Javonte Williams is really starting to heat up after that comment I left. Oh. There you go. Good sack by Jaron Reed. The reason why I said is we kind of had almost a containment breach in the secondary there. Barely got back in time. And covered, who was it, Sutton? Oh, that's late by us. Out there is Trayvon Mullen. And I don't get it. We can't tackle a freaking running back with a linebacker or whatever. We can take Noah Fant down with a cornerback. Okay. Our team is weird. Pushing him off. Covering the running back. Speaking of, and up the middle. Clelin Ferrell will bring him down for the sack. Not the perfect defense. We showed some opportunities, but when it's all said and done, we were able to hold them out of the end zone, and we will be forcing 3 in a windy environment. Not that it matters for McManass, who is always, making kicks pretty well here. And Cooper, you can definitely tell the wind is, favoring us so far because our kick went out. There's not so much. And here comes the rookie quarterback. 5 touchdowns to 4 picks, just under 1,000 yards. Completion percentage is all right, but the big thing is his legs. 3 or 4 touchdowns so far on the ground in his very limited starts. Can he continue it? Obviously, the idea of him being benched is always in the back of his mind, so it's kind of extra pressure, unfortunately, but that's just the way of the game. As Jacobs going to find a gainer of about 10 on the very first handoff. Jacobs really good last week, having himself a hell of a year. Just over 5 or about 5 yards per carry and over 500 yards already. And that, oh my, what a play. Who was that? That guy just made a hell of a play. Draymond? Probably Draymond, to be fair. Play action look, and there you go. Hunter Renfrow. Don't know why the guy... Ooh, Chubb is injured. I'm not saying I'm hoping that he's injured, but, you know, for some reason he's like, oh, I'm healthy. I'm going to come back into the game. And he's like, ooh, snack bar. And he decides he forgets about the game. I'm not, you know. Oh, there goes Kenyon Drake. Not the greatest ball, but it obviously gets there. Kind of led him a little bit more inside than I wanted to. I wanted it more out to the left of him, and it kind of almost brought him back right into the defender. But obviously a great play in the end. I want to flip the routes. And not really open, but we're still going to take it. Gets open at the last second. Ruggs was actually covered really well there, especially on like what seemed to be a blitz. Picked it up perfectly. Great play action. And Vaughn's on the other side there, so sorry, pal. We're going to go to Whitey number 7 here. I don't know who that is. And really, I mean, it must be good because it took 2 players to freaking block him, I guess. Like, he just doesn't even look like an NFL player. He looks tiny comparatively. Does he not? Are they going to leave Ruggs for a touchdown? Maybe had a chance. And what a throw! What a read! And he's in for the touchdown. That was a close call. That right foot was very close. All right, got another freaking helicopter takeoff. Touchdown number 7 for Waller on the year, having a pretty good start to the season. For the 25-yard line, Denver back at it again to the outside. We're late, but so is that throw by Teddy, only gaining 4, which could have been way more, especially for the speedy Albert Okwuegbunam. For the 29, could be a run. It's not. They're mixing it up well, but almost picked. Gladney read it perfectly, and he missed it. It literally went right off of his freaking fingers. 3rd and 6 from the 29. Denver struggling on this drive. And Gresham, the rookie, cannot get pressure. And, oh, there goes Noah Fant. This time, we're not going to take him down with a DB. Noah Fant getting a lot of yards clutchly on 3rd and 6, like we just said. Almost the end of the first quarter. I mean, Denver's, you know, they're getting it to work, right? It's not pretty every play, but it's working. As Gresham, the rookie, finally gets in there. I mean, come on, man. You're swagged out of your mind. Like, you're going to start losing pieces of equipment once you... I mean, if you don't start picking it up, like... As Crosby's locked and pressured. And once again, Cortland Sutton up for the ball. Cannot hold on. 3rd and 10 from the 47-yard line. Bringing the blitz. Decided to drop out of it. Uh-oh. All he has to do is run. He's literally got it. Free and freaking clear. Proactive commercial. Oh, he's trying to get up, and Arnett's like, no, get on the ground again. Thankfully, none of the linemen were nearby, because I feel like Arnett would have been out for the season if there was. Of course, we bring the blitz on 3rd and 10, and a non-fast quarterback just destroys us on the scramble. Makes sense. As you're double-teaming the rookie. Come on, bring him down. Thank you. Double-teaming the rookie Gresham. Yeah, that's just awful by us. And he's got a chance. Gladney. Ooh, a little bump on him. Thankfully, the ball was overthrown in general. Gladney's done a damn good job today. Gotta give the man credit. He is playing well. We just press. It doesn't work. Now, Mullen did not do well. I don't know what he did there. If he got bumped, there was a lot of players there. But that is absolutely blown coverage. Oh, for some reason, I thought it was, what's his name? Yeah, that's just terrible by Abram. Just doesn't see it. He just jumps the wrong route. I will say they're probably getting a score there anyway. Well, maybe not a score, but a lot of yards anyways. But that's awful. Telling you, Abram, man, I don't know, dude. I'm not saying we replace him, but maybe that position isn't as set in stone as once thought. And we were going to go with the RPO, but... Well, I mean, it is an RPO, but you know what I mean. We're going to go with the pass. Didn't like it. Kenyon Drake gets 3. And Draymond Jones, once again, showing his face. Down 3 to start this drive. I don't think that guy's either A, elusive enough, or B, is even playing coverage. And he is both of those things. And there goes the guy again. Random white dude for the sack. Had the outside to the right there. Was focusing way too hard on that left, and it just wasn't open. 3rd and 15 from the 20. Screen pass. And there's no one in sight. Wait for the blocks. Wait for the block. Maybe should have cut that inside. Not even as close as I thought we were, to be fair. That's going to be a punt. And, of course, the rookie core. Not a bad punter at all. So far looking pretty good. Kind of shaky out the beginning, but definitely getting a little bit more into the groove of punting in the NFL, and Crosby's not going to get there, and Mullen is getting beat by Jerry Jeudy just about midfield already. That's the big lacking today, is the pass rush has just been really bad. Double team to the outside. Mullen's got to see that. I know he's in man, press man to be specific, but you're already looking inside, right? Or maybe he turned around at the wrong time. I don't know, but it just felt like he should have been able to see it. And somebody's got to take that. Good job, Kwiatkowski, taking on Cushenberry, and he gets there still. I don't care what this looks like. I'm taking this freaking chance at the blitz. And the wrong side we were at. Not that it's, our choice, but we had the purple over there. That would have been way better. Another conversion on 3rd down. Our conversion rate on defense has got to be, insane, and thankfully he took that look. That was the first look, but the tight end got so open there. He didn't see it. I'm very glad-ny about it. Hilarious. The outside, he likes these checkdowns, so. Yeah, not going to like the check down now, and Gladney's all over it, huh? I think we can get away with press man here. And maybe not. Mullen, thankfully he stopped, because Jerry Jeudy might have been able to score there, but Mullen gets beat again. He cannot be the guy getting beat in this secondary. He is like the one guy I can depend on, but not as of late, it seems. Instinctive play, and we get a piece of him with Abrams, surprisingly. Long arms in there, gets him. Really good play by us there on the inside. Had to cover a Hamler. So if you hesitate on Hamler, if you get beat by the play action with Hamler, you're gone. And we're trying. Kwiatkowski does a hell of a job once again. But they keep breaking tackles to the 10 now. 4 minutes left. This is working out pretty well for us time-wise, but maybe not score-wise. Come on, D. And we can't get in there. And, oh, what a job by Max Crosby. Another broken tackle. But obviously, a lot of these broken tackles are coming from, offensive linemen blocking while that's happening. So, obviously, it's not just a clean break and, broken tackle. But, come on, interior. And Kwiatkowski blows it up. Gets a little bit of help from Trayvon Merrick. And it will now be a 3rd and goal. 3 wide receivers. We're bringing the blitz. We're going to be covering the inside. But we're going to probably pull off Corey Littleton for some coverage. And that's pretty good coverage. Get in there. What a hit. Trayvon taking the legs out of Noah Fant. Do they go for it? Apparently they will. I'm calling timeout. No. We gotta think this over. What do we want to do? They probably are running this. But if they don't run this and we run commit, I think with the way they've run, you have to run commit. You have to run. You have to assume this is a run. And it is, and we hesitated. The play touchdown. That was wide open. It wouldn't have mattered anyways. I actually thought for a second it was a pass. I think it was a draw, was it? Which is really strange. It works, but it's really, really peculiar from the goal line. A draw play. All it takes is one guy to get free, and that draw looks like the dumbest call in the world, but I suppose that's how it goes. If it works, it's never dumb. All right, 2:08. We can run the ball, and apparently they know that as a fact as well because they're all over it. And why is that fade so bad by McKenzie? Of course, good job to recover, and we got 9 yards and went out of bounds, which I believe will allow us to get one more playoff. Really? It's only the 2-minute warning? That is harsh. I was setting that play up to be out of bounds all day to try and, get there. I guess not, but okay. Ooh, that could have been really bad. Yep, I was about to say I predetermined a little bit because he burned right out the gate. But, of course, Ruggs got in there, and his receiver or his defender was kind of the issue. And there goes Waller again. Slows down, but thankfully re-speeds up. They had a pass rusher on him. And of course, as you can tell, they did call unnecessary roughness, but then picked up the flag. Someone overruled them, obviously. Not really a late hit on that play. And here's Waller again. A little underthrown again, but gets it there. And we're at the 23-yard line. This is a very good drive. It seems like any time we have to go very quickly, that's when we do well. So I don't know if we have to change something based on that fact, but... You know, and wow, we just got caught behind our line. Whoever was, you know, trying to beat Simpson there, whoever it was, definitely won their spot because they did not, you know, they did not move. They held him. Uh-oh. Waller comes up with a catch. Oh, my. I forgot that was an in cut and almost got ourselves in some trouble. Obviously, the clock's running, but, I mean, we can't gain a first down, so there's really no point in, you know, you kind of just set this up, faking them out a little bit. Because we don't need the clock, they do. And we're going to try to cut it back in, and that Shields guy, I got to give it to him. You know, I got to give it to him. He's actually done a pretty decent job of things, and we will call a timeout. So 17 seconds left. Plenty of time to work with. Probably the perfect amount of time, actually, unless, you know, they can get a pick. Then it's not. That's really sad. Double drag. Have Ruggs corner, maybe. We not. Waller could finish the drive, and McKenzie misses. You literally could not ask for a more open player. That's a sell. Kenyon Drake, and he gets the throw there. Touchdown. This time the ball is right on the money. Maybe a little high, but that's kind of where you want it as a receiver. And the ball is, oh god, this ball is this freaking vibration ball. They're doing base. Okay. But yeah, the perfect reaction to their first half. And they might have a little bit of momentum, you know, a little bit more momentum going into the half, mainly because they're at home. But that was a hell of a drive, hell of a finish. Literally took every dime of clock left off. And just like that, we're back in it. And not even just back in it, but we're, you know, kind of the favorites again as Jacob's going to try to cut it back in. Gets only 2. Felt like it was more than that, but apparently not. As they're actually kind of defending the ground game a little bit again. Jacobs up the middle, and there goes Jacobs running through, but they're going to call a hold. And, of course, it comes from Simpson. Relax, buddy, relax. I know it sucks, but it's okay. I mean, we've been willing to run it a lot, so this play action could still work. There's no one on him. No, there is someone on him. Waller drops it. That ball was there. It was absolutely there. He had the chance, and he dropped it. There is no way. And there's Ruggs. Get that there. That is a dot. Not that it really needed to be. They actually kind of left him open. A lot of moving pieces. They were kind of shading the outside, but didn't play the outside. So I don't know if they were just, you know, they knew they were vulnerable there, and they were trying to trick us, but we read the play, saw it, and we hit the read. Foster gets a block from Waller, and it was a good job by Waller, but unfortunately, number 45, Johnson, Alexander Johnson, or is it Anthony Johnson, one of the two, coming up with a pretty good performance today, but obviously, you know, a little late at times on some plays. Jacobs, really good cutback, and kind of just got converged on, but gains about 4. It's now a 3rd and 1. Why not right back to the big fella? Gets a block from Ingold. I mean, this should be easy money. And that's why we say should. Maybe a face mask. I know there's a lot of bodies in there, but I mean, that felt like it was kind of easy to call, no? And we're probably going to give Jacobs a rest after this play, but I like what we've seen, except the blocks. Ruggs, you got to do better, dude. Their corners aren't that big. Like, what? I think it was Darby. Like, really? Come on, man. Hunter Renfrow, and that is a pretty tough throw. I mean, the timing on that was so late because there was too many intersecting plays on that one. I mean, this is really tough again. Hunter Renfro's open again. No, he's not. It's picked. Patrick Surtain with an amazing play. Gets the interception. I mean, there's not really much you can do about that. Felt like he was covering Waller, and he didn't. He kind of was just shading back slowly, and then as soon as he saw it, he went for it. That's a hell of a play. And over the middle, we're not going to have that. Sutton has done a decent job. He just hasn't been able to bring the ball down. And that is a huge interception by the Broncos. Drive stalling out a little bit there, and caught ourselves in a long third down again. It's a 5 wide. Could be a screen. And that looked like a false start. And there you go, Clellan with a pop. Really good job. Second sack of the day. Thought he was going to go out to the tight end, but we were kind of, inching towards him, and we were about to gun it right then and there. As soon as he was looking to roll, that's when we were about to go. And really, okay, I mean, sure, nice stiff arm, but I suppose really good play to get off that block and force a 3rd and 13. Everyone back up just a little bit, just a little. And Diablo going to have to come back in here. There's so many people open. There's really not much that can be done, and Noah Fant's going to score a touchdown. Noah, I mean, you gotta bet on, okay, are you going to give up the guaranteed first down, or are you going to make him make a throw? It's a first down no matter what. But if he misses a throw, especially on the run, but he hits it, I mean, that's just unfortunate. All right, Cooper. Speaking of tough spots, you've been able to... Oh, I thought he was about to run him. Not that it matters because Sertan was there, but been able to get us out of a couple of tough spots, but not today. Still time to run it. Plenty of time to run it. Question is, can we get the blocks? To the left side, and not bad. Stiff arm, falls forward, gains about 6. Denver's defense definitely living up to expectations today. Go for Ruggs on the curl. And that is right where I wanted it. I don't trust our guys. And Malui with the broken ribs. He's been such a good relieving linebacker and gets injured on that play. And Waller, if you can get to this linebacker, we should have some yards. And, I mean, he could, but it wasn't a very good block. Drake kind of does the rest there. Gain of about 5. Got to get Ruggs involved more. Could go to the fullback. And Ruggs is pretty open. Very good catch. I don't know why under pressure McKenzie throws it longer. Like, just throw it as quick as you can if you're under pressure. What do you, like, why is the ball going further? I don't get it. Here we go with the in-motion trap. Could go to the left. We'll see what we have. And we seen the play. Could not get over there. Hell of a job by number 91. And they look like they know the play. What is this? How do you guys know the play? Could you not? I don't like it. Damn it. 2nd and 12 turned into 3rd and 12. Ruggs was the read pre-play, and it just never worked out. All right, the crowd is absolutely getting into this one now. Edwards! What a play! Look at him go! Slipping off down to the 20. So many moving pieces. The middle was left open. Hit the slant at the perfect time. Pressured. Still gets it there. Clutch. All around, just straight up clutch. I had Jacobs. I still have Jacobs. And Jacobs, please just save me. What? No shot! In what world? Jacobs, how? You're bigger. Oh, that could be a GG. We can't run commit. We're down 10. If they get a touchdown, they win. And it doesn't matter if you run commit when you leave your guy wide open. Noah Fant's fast. We get a piece of him, but he's all the way down to the 40. That could be a GG, dude. That could be. I don't know why I took that read. I really don't. Took it so late. I wanted to make up for the read. That's really why. For missing it. Good job. There you go, Abram. Make up for some of the bad plays you've had today. And by some, I mean like really bad. Like some of them have been awful. We can't get off the line, dude. And he holds on to that. Touchdown. That's game over. It's the best deep throw in football. The underthrown one. It works every time. Waller's open enough. That is not a great throw. And like, these are not the types of games you can be missing these throws in. That's a huge play. Like, you have a guy like Waller, you got to do better, you know? I mean, look at what Waller has done for us today. Going for the wide receiver screen on the opposite side now. And look at that throw, dude. It's just awful. I mean, what is he jumping for? Just throw the freaking ball. Like, I actually don't know what McKenzie's problem is at times. I just don't get it. I really don't. Quick throw to the outside. Kenyon Drake, a lot of room. Figured quick throw, why not? 5-yard gain. Nobody in sight. Could be going to Drake again. I mean, they're kind of on that. Drake gets the separation. Late hit out of bounds. I would have called that a flag, if anything. But yeah, the Broncos have done a good job. They've collapsed the pocket a lot. Really doesn't seem like there's any room to run for McKenzie ever. Like I said, I mean, that play we had to run, and there was nowhere. I mean, they've been locking us down today. And they do have a really good team on defense, obviously, but McKenzie can't even get the ball out because the blocking is awful. All right, get a block from Ingold. Edwards is pretty open here, and that's a late hit, thankfully, because that was overthrown. The clutchest penalty timing you could ever ask for right then and there. That is nuts. That is crazy. And Kenyon Drake has been really good out the backfield. He is so fast. Out the backfield again, Kenyon Drake gets hit pretty well by Patrick Surtain, though. Might be short. They're going to give him credit for the first down. We're trying to bait this in for Waller. That's a tough throw and catch, and he drops it, dude. I mean, the ball's on the money. It has to get over the top of that defender, which is unfortunate. Roll out early. We're going to pick up the block from Renfro and go out of bounds to the 15-yard line. It's not been a pretty drive, but if we can turn it into a touchdown, it'll keep us alive. And Ruggs could be the look. Ruggs is the look. Ruggs, the ball's a little underthrown again, though, and he's stuck at the 3 instead of the touchdown. They don't look like they're ready on this side. And Simpson, but there is a face mask, thankfully. We're believing in the line again. And there you go, Jacobs for the touchdown. Not a great chance because our drives are taking longer than theirs are, and we're the team losing, but at least we're alive. Mathematically, you don't need to kick the onside kick, but realistically, I kind of want to. Down 10, 6 minutes left. Oh my! What the hell? That is the longest onside kick I've ever seen. I have never seen an onside kick attempt where you actually kick the onside, start them at the 28. I don't know what I just seen. And I see a sack when your uncle comes out of the shower without a towel on. Okay, I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying. Oh, no, 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 no. You could see it right as soon as the ball was hiked, how they just moved the entire offensive line. That's why I wanted to be freaking Clellan there. Please, guys. Please, dude. No pressure. Jaron Reed. Great job by Kwiatkowski. Not only to be there, not break the tackle off, but to force the ball out and stop the clock. 1 minute gone. Decent field position and all of our timeouts. That is really good. We need to do it at least another time, but still, that is really good stuff. Kenyon Drake getting a little bit of room, not crazy amounts, but to the 26 we go. Kenyon Drake already back out there to start this one off. And once again, that pressure, instant. And the tough part is the biggest contributor to the offense has been the running backs. So, I mean, I can't just block them every play, you know? And insta pressure again, Hunter Renfro. Gonna have to get like a barely gain. A barely gain. That's a real thing. Going for the sit downs. I know this drive has taken a long time already, but over the middle, please hit this throw, dude. Go out of bounds. Damn it. Obviously a good decision to throw that rather than run. We ended up getting a lot on it. Ooh, Ruggs. They're not ready. Did they get off there? They did. They got ready. But Waller's going to catch the ball and turn this into a pretty decent gainer. Patrick Surtain, man. He has been insane, dude. Dagger. Don't know how I feel about this. Let's just keep the block with Drake. Edwards going deep. Got Ruggs here. Make the throw and misses it. Flag, probably a hold. Ineligible. What are we doing? Nate, this isn't an RPO. It was a pass. But I suppose we only lose 5 yards. I mean, it's smart for them to accept it, I suppose, but We only lose 5 yards. We regain the down. It's not terrible. We got to take Ruggs. And he's open! Ruggs down to the 8. Not bad. Let's hurry up to the line. I'm actually run this. They're not ready for it. I'll call a timeout here if I have to. And I don't have to. Drake is in. Oh my. Is Denver going to choke? Speaking of choking, almost choked the damn kick. Now you play defense. Before, I mean, not that it mattered. The kick was actually insane. It's one of the best onside kicks I've ever seen. Not going for a recovery. Good job, boys. We'll let the clock run a little bit. Diablo gets absolutely manhandled, but everyone else converges. We will call a timeout just for the hell of it. Now we are, I mean, we're still kind of playing a little bit of coverage just in case. There's no way Denver chokes this, is it? Is there a way? It's a screen. We are out there, and he just throws it away. There's no way Denver's going to choke. There's no possible way. Is this 17 unanswered if we get the tie? Obviously, we're going to be going for the score for the touchdown, but I mean, I'll take what I can get at this rate. As Kenyon Drake's going to take a little bit of a hit, gets to the 35, even easier this time. Here it is, 65 yards for the win. Going to roll out again. Probably had Waller, but we have the run lane even more, and we gain almost 20, maybe even 20. And we don't really need the clock that bad, so we're going to just let the clock go. Didn't really like it. If there was a lane to run, I would have taken it, but you don't really need it. Once again, you play for overtime, but you look for the touchdown, right? Don't rush into something when you don't need to. We're like 15-ish yards out of range for the touchdown, or the field goal anyways. Kenyon Drake pressured and doesn't get there. Pressure has been so insane. That's what I'm worried about, is a pressured throw lead into a pick, you know? And McKenzie again had the running back, but why risk it when you can use your legs for another score or a first down, which could lead to a score here. And we've hit this play a couple of times. It's always been the tight end, but maybe it's Edwards this time. I don't really like it. But McKenzie showing off the legs again. Gets about 3. I do have to give it to Denver, though. They are making it hard on us on this one. Obviously, we're down here, so you know, as long as we don't like fumble or something, we have a chance at the field goal at least. And Jacobs, really good play, and this is where you call a timeout. Once again, we're going to save that last timeout. We're going to be focusing on, going for the field goal at least. But at the same time, if you have a chance, kind of have to take it. There's no one on Cooper on the drag. Cooper going to get out of bounds to the 11. They are really selling here. Of course, the one time I want to run an option, they're all about it. They've been covering nothing lately. And they don't see it. Don't fumble, thank you, McKenzie. I risked it because Waller came back, and if Waller gets that seal, I mean, that's for the win, right? Like, that's rushing in for the touchdown. We're going to run the stretch to the opposite side. Really good blocks! Jacobs is short to the 1. Hurry up! I think you run the stretch to the right this time. And he's in! Jacobs, touchdown! We take the lead! And with the way their offense is playing, you absolutely kick the squib here. Absolutely. Their kick return game is probably their best chance to win this. And really good defense. They only get to the 34, 19 seconds, but they do have 3 timeouts, so we'll see. And what would you do when you have 3 timeouts in 19 seconds? A Hail Mary on the first play, obviously, baby. What are you, nuts? Why would you try to get closer for a Hail Mary? That doesn't make any sense. I get they have wind, but really? How in the hell is Teddy getting that ball down there? Another Hail Mary chance. Teddy's rolling. Teddy's not even going to get the ball out there. Another really good throw, in fairness. And that's going to be the win. Denver chokes. Denver choked so hard here. That is absolutely insane. I've never seen a choke worse than that. I would love to see what the points were in the fourth quarter. Absolutely insane. Probably more than our entire first, third, and second and third. I'd imagine, unless one of the touchdowns were in the third. I can't remember. Yeah, I would not be taking a picture if I was the Denver Broncos with your rivals after they just embarrassed you. Like, we just embarrassed the hell out of them. Like, look at the pressure difference. I mean, it's just not even close. And times pressure doesn't equal, success rate, really, because Denver had all day to throw. I don't know what they were doing. Overall, we had the way tougher job on offense, yet we were the ones that prevailed. That's the one we didn't preserve. They couldn't preserve a lead. What? But let's take a look at this thing. McKenzie, not the perfect game, but obviously very gutsy. Was able to win it in the end. Jacobs, not great at all. McKenzie did well. Kenyon Drake in the receiving game was huge. 8 for 64. 7 for 112. Henry Ruggs. I mean, it was just a big game. It was just a tough one. Once again, very, very gutsy one. Clone Farrell, 2 touchdowns, picks. We don't talk about those. And yeah, that's just insane. Let's take a look at this little scoring chart. You can see, we were down. Oh, I'm glad we can really tell the difference between the gray and whatnot. But you can see we were down for the entire game, and then right at the end, we just beat them. Literally right at the end. 21 unanswered in the fourth. We didn't do anything in the third. We were barely there for the second, and Denver just straight up choked. 21 unanswered for the game's most important quarter. One new injury on the list, and that is Mr. Malua with 5 injured weeks on the ribs. And look at his face. It's like, I've needed this break. That's that workman's comp face. But obviously, absolutely insane one. Tomorrow night should be even more insane. I mean, these are one-win teams where we were having these games against. Imagine once we play the 4-1, maybe even 5-1 New Orleans Saints. It's gonna be a show. It's gonna be something. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, maybe leave a like. Maybe subscribe. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PKR plays for non-Madden stuff. And then twitch.tv/Jeromepkr for streams, which is where we would normally stream something like this. So definitely check it out. The community tab is usually where I let people know if I'm going to be 100% streaming. Usually be a notification when I'm live or if I'm not going to be live. And that's about it. Once again, I hope you enjoyed this one. Tomorrow will be a Dolphins franchise video. And then, of course, the stream. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!